All right. Anyway.
Okay.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting a new fighting fantasy book. This is Talisman of Death. This is actually the first one in the series that was written by Jamie Thompson, I believe, who is the guy who brought us Fabled Lands, which we have previously played. So this might have a bit of a different spin on it because it's not Steve Jackson, it's not Ian Livingstone. So I don't really know much about it, but it looks pretty high fantasy. The front cover's got like some fourth horseman of the apocalypse, like with a scythe. So I'm not really sure what we're in for, but let's just jump right into it then. We've rolled our stats previous to this, so we have our skill, stamina and luck. We start with 10 provisions, and also we start with fire flares, but it doesn't tell us how many, so
Yeah.
we'll just see what happens with that.
I'm trying to find that bit. Oh, that's it. You have in your possession a sword, a backpack containing provisions, and fire flares to combat the dark terrors of Orb. That's all it says, pretty much.
So the place is called Orb?
Yeah, I think the world is called Orb.
No ads here, I have premium, and you will get premium ad revenue. Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Orb.
awesome. Shall we read the back, or should we get straight into it?
Let's get straight to
Right,
the
do you
background.
need to start, or do you
Yeah,
want to start?
usually.
Okay, let's go. New book. You are regaining consciousness, your eyes flutter open to the sound of a songbird trilling joyously. You're lying on a couch of green velvet, set on the topmost turret of a great white castle hanging in the clouds. Rising to your feet, you look around. This is very fantasy, isn't it?
High fantasy.
The songbird, whose sleek feathers are a warm burnished gold, is perched on the battlements, resplendent against the ocean blue canopy of a sky in which there is no sun. You are clad in strange outlandish clothes, breeches of dark green leather, and a thickly quilled leather jerkin. On your feet are russet red calfskin boots, supple and comfortable, into which the breeches are tucked at mid-calf. A heavy sword is belted at your side, and with a shock you realise that somehow you know how to use it skillfully and with deadly force.
So we woke up with no memory.
It sounds like we've just woken up and we're dressed in this outfit. As the songbird trills, you try in vain to recall memories of Earth, but everything is hazy and distant. You've been taken from the world you know and trained in the art of swordplay. You cannot remember even who trained you or why, but the hilt of the sword fits your hand snugly. Drawing it, you lunge and parry, marvelling at how the sword cuts through the air
Getting like Geralt vibes. Yeah.
faster than the eye can follow. The songbird seems unperturbed by your fine display of swordsmanship, but you are surprised when it cocks its head and speaks to you, its voice fluting merrily. "Welcome, champion of fate. Do not be dismayed, you are not yet in danger." "Where am I?" you ask, feeling as if you were in a dream. "Far, far from your home, I fear to say. This is the world of Orb, and you are in the garden of gods." "What is Orb?" you demand. "You will find it most strange and full of wonder, for it is very different from Earth. Men must share it not just with talking creatures such as I, but with weird and fell monsters, giants, dragons, and demons."
We're in like VR or something.
No, well, maybe. That might be the surprise at the end.
Yeah, robots and stuff.
There are warlocks and sorcerers too, great wielders of magic in the cities. But do not fear, you've been chosen to be our champion, for you are more likely to succeed than any other on Earth. Now I must complete my task. Come, my masters bid you join them in the chamber below. Please follow me. With that, the golden songbird flutters away down a spiral staircase. Shaking your head in confusion, you descend the stone steps into a large circular room where two beings turn towards you. "Welcome," says one, a pale female figure enfolded in a swirling robe of many colours, above which you can only see a perfectly smooth and hairless head. The robe shimmers, its colours shifting as she steps towards you, catching your mind before you realise what is happening.
She's bald.
Yeah.
We're getting Prometheus vibes from this lady.
Looking into her face, you see an image of yourself, fighting for your life inside a huge temple. Then the image shifts and you see yourself leaving a walled city, hastening alone across a desolate moor, only to find yourself deep in a jungle, surrounded by devils with blue skins. There is a lot going on here.
Yeah, we're having like a premonition of the future.
Your nape bristles as you realise that she is revealing glimpses of your destiny. It's only when you are over that you notice It is only when they are over that you notice she has no eyes in her smooth, pale face.
It took us quite a while to notice that.
That's quite... We noticed she's bald, but not that she had no eyes.
I think she's a skeleton, to be fair.
The other figure changes even as you look at him. At one moment, he's an ancient white-haired man, heavy with knowledge. At another, an infant, wise beyond his years. The metamorphosis through youth to age takes but a few instants, yet flows so smoothly you cannot see the features change. His voice is soft and ageless. We have summoned you here to the world of Orb because we wish to prevent a fatal upset in the balance of nature. The cosmic scales have been tipped too far, and you must play a part in righting them. Why have we got to do it?
We woke up on their couch.
It's not for us in the garden of the gods to set things right. We cannot fight him who would bring chaos to Orb. Rather, we use men as our tools. I shall not say whether you will succeed. The floor of the room upon which you are standing is the most realistic and detailed map imaginable. You can even see small figures tilling the fields and walking the streets of an entire world.
Giving you high expectations for our map now, isn't it?
That's not what my map is going to look like.
Here we go. Here's the depiction of this beautiful map so far.
It's blank. A world of pinnacled castles, knights on horseback, their men-at-arms bearing banners which stream in the wind, and strange high-walled cities with towers and spires concealing the dives of assassins and thieves amongst the splendour. The eyeless immortal steps forward, her robe now the colour of the deep sea, and caresses your cheek. We are sending you down to the surface of Orb. If you fall into the clutches of death, we cannot aid you. Do not fail us. Failing what, you begin to ask. But just then, to your horror, you find yourself being drawn in... how do you say that? Inexorably towards a black crack in the map. The realization that your destiny is being tampered with angers you, and you resolve to find a way back to Earth and your home at any cost. As the world of Orb rises up to engulf you, the awesomeness of what is happening overwhelms you, and you lose consciousness. Now turn over.
You've been absorbed into that black crack and will never be the same again.
That's the sound it makes. I need a drink after that.
I thought it would be one page. Normally we swap after like a little bit. When awareness returns, you look around. You are standing in a huge vaulted chamber, deep underground. In the chill air, you wonder what terrible fate may be in store for you. You are utterly alone, without a friend in the world, and you have no idea what fiendish horrors may exist here. So far from home. There are no windows in the chamber, nor natural light, only the ruddy glow of flaming torches that are fixed to pillars soaring beyond sight. The walls are running with damp. The air is musty and heavy with age. There are two archways at the back of the cavern. Before you can investigate further, the torchlight flickers. A cool gust chills you to the marrow. Something in the unforeseen darkness is causing the air to move. A light flashes briefly ahead, and an infernal howling echoes across the vast vault. No living thing could possibly have made that dreadful sound, you think to yourself. But then you remember that you know nothing of the dreadful denizens of Orb. You hear the sound of running footsteps approaching rapidly. You cannot yet see who or what is coming. Will you run through the nearest archway or hold your ground and draw your sword?
Should we hold our ground?
Yeah, I mean, because we're on page 1, I feel maybe we should just hold our ground, and if it's a tough fight, we'll know not to do it next time.
Yeah, it might be a friend.
Yeah, we'll see. Alright, page 30. We're drawing our sword though. Hey Matt, how you doing?
Hey Matt! Page 30.
Mm-hmm.
Get your sword out. Oh, lad. The footsteps are coming closer. Suddenly, a sound like a clap of thunder reverberates around the chamber.
I'm just hearing that you're like really like gusty fart noise you have on your finger.
I heard him what?
On like your stream and that.
I don't remember which one you mean.
Well, that's what I'm picturing coming through the
thunder.
cave. Yeah,
Thundering towards you. You look at. We need that sound on here. You look around to see that both the archways have been sealed by huge stone blocks. You are trapped.
So would we have been trapped either way?
Probably.
Okay.
Turn, unless we just made it through like Indiana Jones style. Turn to page 13. Ooh.
A woman wearing chainmail and carrying a loaded crossbow bursts into the torchlight ahead of you. Seeing you, she immediately points the bow in your direction. 3 men panting heavily appear to be behind her.
What's been going on here?
A lot of action. The first, a tall and handsome man, is dressed in shining silver armour, and the blade of his two-handed sword glows with a faint white radiance.
Sure it does.
The next is dressed in a flowing robe of cloth and gold and wears a smiling golden mask. This is like an orgy party, right? He carries an ivory staff.
What is it in hand?
Yeah. The last is a thick-set man with a white surcoat over his chainmail. The red cross adorns his breast, and a spiked mace hangs at his side. They stop. Once again you hear a wailing louder than before. They are almost upon us, cries the man with the glistening sword. The shield maiden calls to you. Who are you and what are you doing here in the rift? The spawning place of all evil. Will you say you have come from another world? Say that you are on a quest against evil? Try to play for time or attack the shield maiden. So this is the picture we have of the four people having a lot of fun down here in this tunnel. What should we do?
I wonder if this camera is clearer to shoot.
Oh, I think we found. No, it's a bit overblown, to be fair. Say we've come from another world.
Well, we don't know if they're evil.
No.
Maybe we should say we're on a quest against evil.
Yeah, I mean, they look like they're all like crusaders. They've all got crosses on them and stuff.
I don't know. The one with the mask looks pretty creepy.
Well, yeah, but he's the weird one out of the group. I think they're like probably semi-religious. So I think if we say that we're against evil, they'll probably support us.
Yeah.
So, page 60. Why no Twitch? Would have missed a great playthrough. Do you normally watch on Twitch? We decided just to test it out on YouTube this time, just to see how it does, and because a lot of our audience is already on YouTube anyway.
Yeah, we just thought we'd. Well, we've never really streamed on YouTube, either of us, have we?
No, not really.
Alone? Asks the shield maiden in disbelief. The man in gold turns to the priest. Is it true? He asks. Knowing your story to be a lie, you... What? Not lying, are we?
I don't think so.
Knowing your story to be a lie, you wait anxiously while the priest casts a spell. It is a lie, says the priest. The shield maiden turns to you accusingly. Why are you lying to us? I ask you again, who are you and what are you doing here? Will you tell them the truth? What is the truth?
That we've just been teleported here, we've got no memory.
I don't know.
We're from the future.
Or ask them what business it is of theirs. I don't want to be mardy with them, so
should we tell them the truth?
Yeah, let's be good guys.
Page 70. Her eyebrows rise in surprise. All four of them look at you doubtfully. The priest pauses, then says, "It is the truth and spoken from a true heart." The shield maiden lowers her bow and turns to guard the entrance to the cavern. "What are we to do? The exits are blocked and I only have enough power to teleport one of us out now," asks the man in gold. The man with the glittering sword, a paladin, says gravely, "Then we will die together, wizard, and they will pay dearly." "But what of the talisman?" asks the priest. "Perhaps this warrior has been sent by the gods to continue the quest."
Yes.
Sensing the goodness in these people, you wait to hear how you can aid them. Turn to page 100.
Yes.
Looks good in 4K. Oh, we're actually in 4K.
So they are good guys.
Yeah. They seem just like NPCs, like they seem like your squad in like a game. Dragon Age stuff. Is it running smooth as well?
The priest steps towards you and tells you this story. Long ago, the minions of the god Death, in the city of the Ruins of Doom, fashioned a talisman that would allow them, if the time was right, to summon their god to the surface of this world. That time has now come. If Death is summoned, all life will cease. Only Death's minions will continue to exist in an awful half-life. His presence will spread like a grey shadow across the world of Orb. Everything will turn to dust and the balance of nature will be disrupted forever. The Lawmasters of Serakob, a group of holy people, have striven to prevent this. They sent a group of crusaders, of which we four alone survive, on a quest to steal the talisman.
I told you they were crusaders.
You've read this before.
No.
The fleshless king of the minions of death
Ooh.
had sent the talisman to the depths of the rift for safekeeping. So that's where we're going then.
Mm-hmm. That's where we are now, isn't it? We're in the rift.
The depths of the rift. We have entered this pit of evil and seized it. He pulls a necklace out from under his surcoat. On it hangs a disc of obsidian, in the middle of which is a skull carved in ruby, the Talisman of Death.
We found it.
Yeah, at the end. He hands it to you. Here, for the sake of all orb, you must take this talisman and continue on the quest. It cannot be destroyed, but if you can take it to your world, it will be beyond the reach of the claw of the fleshless king. You are impressed by the courage and unselfish fortitude of these people and resolve to continue the quest. We just want to go home. You take the talisman.
Can we get a bus?
It feels cold and heavy around your neck. The wizard turns to you and says, I'm going to use the powers of magic to transport you to the surface. Head west until you come to the city of learning. Grey Guilds on the moor, where you may discover a way to return to your old world. Do not fail us, so we've got to go westward. Here, take this gold, it may be of use. He gives you a purse with 10 gold pieces in it. As the wizard prepares his spell, a horde of creatures boils into the cavern.
Ooh.
Turn to 125, so they're all dead. We've got 10 gold.
I don't think they're going to be dead. They're too like iconically dressed for them to just die.
No, I think they're dying.
I'm just going to add the gold in on our item sheet.
Oh, we not got a little coin bird?
No, because we've not had any gold in the last few books. 10 gold?
10. 10 smackaroonies.
10 gold.
Yes, I love Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, in fact, we got the mask down here. Without spraying the entire display.
I bet that's so dusty.
Yeah,
That is so
super
dusty.
dusty. Yeah, but yeah, I love Ghost of Tsushima. I really want to play it on PC. And put the expansion to it. Okay, where were we?
We were going westward. Is it here? Just as the wizard. Oh no, hang on.
I'm on this page. 125. Yeah. Dark elves and cave trolls are pouring into the cavern, attacking the shield maiden. As the paladin and priest rush to her aid, you see a huge shadowy form looming behind the sea of elves and trolls. The paladin's glittering sword cuts through the horde, and the dark elves are using magic, and the shield maiden is unable to turn back their attack. She falls beneath the onslaught. The huge fiend howls triumphantly. Just as the wizard completes his spell, turn to 185.
Oh, so they are dying.
Yeah, maybe they are dead.
Oh, I just saw a cool picture. Suddenly, you are in blinding sunshine. You are standing at the lip of an immense chasm. You realise that this must be the rift the Crusaders spoke of. The rocky earth is blackened and cracked, full of pits and fissures, and noisome fumes rise from the depths of the chasm. To the west you see a range of green hills partially covered in trees and thick woodland. A few hundred meters to your right you can see where a forest begins, extending all the way to the hills. You realise that you must head in the direction of the hills to reach Grey Guilds, but which route will you take? If you go through the forest, turn to 256. If you'd rather take the more direct route across open ground, turn to 134.
I feel like horsemen are gonna like spear us or something. Should we go through the forest?
But then we might get
Poisoned or something.
Should we go for the forest?
Let's try it.
I feel like we're gonna come across a giant spider or something.
Do we need the map?
I'm gonna start working on the map, whether you want to bring it up or not.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. How cool! Just picked it up on PC. Awesome so far. Yeah, I really wanna try it out.
Yeah, it's such a good game.
I've not played it since PS4, so.
Do you think we should start in the middle?
Yeah, maybe a bit further down.
Here.
Yeah, so.
So we're going west actually. So should I start here?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the starting point.
Oh, you're on text.
I'm on text. This is the starting point. Okay.
Can't see it.
Oh, is a backpack in the way? Yeah, here we go. We'll start here.
Yep, okay, that's our starting point on the map. 185, did you say?
Through the forest.
Through the forest, 256. You enter the green, gloomy shade of the woods. After a while, you stumble into a clearing and stop in surprise at the sight of that greets you. A huge white she-wolf, almost as large as a pony. It is suckling two cubs. She pushes them aside and crouches, snarling. Will you back off and leave? Offer the wolf some dry meat or attack the wolf?
Let's feed her. She's got babies.
Does it say we have dry meat?
It's one of our provisions.
Let's try it then. Oh yeah, it probably is actually. Yeah, it will be.
We've got jerky on us.
Yeah. Beef jerky.
It's pizza. It's cold pizza.
You're just trying to push pizza into my mind.
Cross one of your provisions off your adventure sheet. Crouching on one knee, you toss the dried meat to the wolf, speaking in soothing tones. The wolf accepts your gift. Then a green robed figure steps into the clearing. He has an oak staff in one hand and a silver sickle in the other. A crown of mistletoe rests on his head. He smiles at you and says, "My name is Wodeman. I am the guardian druid of this sacred grove. My friend Snowmane thanks you for the gift of food. Such gentle generosity deserves a reward. The blessing of the druids will go with you. May fortune smile on you. You gain 1 luck point." Do we get a luck point now?
No, we can't go past our initial.
But we haven't had the chance to lose any yet. You gain 1 luck point for the druid's blessing. You look weary, he says. "Here, have this." He takes a golden apple from his robes and hands it to you. Note it down on your adventure sheet.
Okay, golden apple.
A golden apple. Such apples are wonderfully refreshing and will restore up to 4 stamina points when you eat one.
Nice.
So well, basically we lost a provision,
But we've gained this.
but we've got a golden apple. You thank him, and knowing you must continue on your quest, reluctantly leave the idyllic peace of the sacred grove.
Okay.
Turn to
Is this it?
159.
So this is the dude
Yes.
with his wolf.
Snow beard or whatever. Snow.
Wodeman.
I'm sorry, I read snow, isn't it?
Snowman.
No, the wolf's name.
Oh, the wolf man.
Snow.
Snowman.
Snowman.
Snowman. Okay, 10159. Yeah, we're getting back used to doing this. It's been a while since we've done one, so the first ones are always a bit rusty. Yeah. You force through the heavy undergrowth for some time, making your way over the hill and into the thick wooded valley on the other side. You then take a trail heading west and are making good speed.
So we've gone over the hill,
Mm-hmm.
carrying on west.
Yep, so making good speed until rounding the corner you see a huge brown scaled lizard with 8
Oh.
legs basking in the sun. Its heavy horned jaw is filled with long pointed teeth. You may test your luck to see if you can slip past it without waking it. If you're lucky, turn to 267. If you're unlucky, turn to 135. If you prefer not to take this risk and leave the path to cut away through the undergrowth, turn to 384. So we're going to have to do the roll for it.
Are we going to try and fight it though?
Well, we'll just see what happens if we're lucky or not.
Sorry, I'm just trying to lose it. Okay.
Okay. So, we need to roll 11 or lower.
Easy.
Sorted, so we lose a luck point. Did that work? Yep. And then, so if you're lucky, turn to 267.
Creeping stealthily, you barely rustle the dried leaves underfoot. The soporific basilisk
Soporific, I've never heard that word before.
does not, I think it means thick.
Maybe I was thinking like sporish or something.
It doesn't even notice you, which is just as well. Its eyes flicker open for a moment, and a small mouse, which happens to be running across its line of vision, flows and turns to stone. Oh, that's lucky.
What
It
happened?
would have turned to stone.
Okay.
You hurry quickly on your way, lest you suffer the same fate.
Nice, so we know that. So
Yeah.
we just got to be lucky every time.
Turn to 270.
270. The trail winds between the spurs of the 2 hills and plunges down into a moist and mossy dell. At the bottom, a large dew pond covered with algae is shaded by the boughs of a horse chestnut tree. Your attention is caught by a weak cry. An old woman is up to her neck in the middle of the pool. Her matted hair
What's
is...
she doing?
don't know. Her matted hair is streaked green with the scum of the pool. Pronounced that right, I think. I'm drowning, help me, I'm tangled in the weeds, she begs piteously. If you help her, turn to 230. If you decide to ignore her and hurry on, turn to 65.
Let's help her.
Let's help her this time around. I mean, usually when it's like an old lady, she's probably a witch. But let's help her anyway, see what happens.
But she might curse us if we don't.
Yeah, that's true. We got to clear her from the scum of the pool.
Oh no! You wade carefully into the scum-covered pond and hold out. I didn't know we were going to wade in there.
Yeah, there was no option.
You could have got a big stick and got her to.
I can see what her name is, and I think it's already confirmed.
Yeah, yeah. You wade carefully into the scum-covered pond and hold out your hand to the old woman. There is sudden churning in the water and slimy tentacles slither around your thighs. The old woman's head rears up at you, revealing a huge, horny beak
Whoa.
where her chest should have been.
Oh no.
Above a bloated body sprouting 6 tentacles, you must fight the Grendel.
The Grendel, okay. I don't know what a Grendel is.
Grendel are? Is Grendel the name of the...
Hansel and... No.
No, it's the monster in
Beowulf?
Beowulf. Yeah,
Beowulf?
Beowulf.
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 Okay, so it's going to be our first battle
Let's
of
go.
the session then. So,
Grendel.
Grendel. Alright, what have we got on here? I do have quite a few...
You got a few old ladies.
No, but I think this
Why not? Why weren't you prepared for this?
I just wasn't. I think this is probably like the most tentacle-y thing we've got.
That's not an old lady.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
not.
she's not an old lady
She's a
anymore.
tentacle monster.
Okay,
So
her
I think that's
skill
what
is
to do.
8,
Right,
and
how do I
her
do
stamina
this?
is 9.
That's stamina. What was the skill?
Skill is 8,
Stamina.
is 9. She ain't so tough.
Oh,
Oh, that's ours.
I know, I put it back down. We were on 21, weren't we?
Yes.
They were on 9.
9.
Today. There we go.
Let's go.
Okay, so first battle of the day.
So we're gonna roll all dice at the same time.
Yes. So,
Just to speed it up.
yeah, so essentially, if this is the first time you're checking it out, we match our skill score to their skill score, and if we are higher with the dice rolls, then we take 2 damage of them,
Yeah.
vice
So
versa. So,
our dice are the yellow ones, and
Yeah.
the enemy's dice are the black.
yeah, so let's go.
What have we got? 10.
So
Yeah.
16, 19 for us. So is that a win?
Yeah.
Okay, how do I do this again?
Yeah. You just take 2 stamina.
Yeah, okay.
Easy.
Here we go.
Have you not got the blood splatters?
Yeah.
You rolled my 6 off.
What do we still win?
So we got 16.
Is that
She's
even?
got 8. 19, 11. That's even.
Okay, so when it's a draw, no one loses any damage. So go again.
Yes, we win.
2 and 1, 4 and 2. That's the win. 3 HP left.
Yep.
17 plus
Oh, well, that's what it's about,
16.
actually.
16, so we win.
Just
1 HP left.
come on, Grendel.
Yeah, it's gotta be a win.
He's dead. If you win, turn to page 65.
There we go. First battle success. Eventually, the hills give way to a desolate grey moor stretching out to the west. After half an hour or so, you see a cloud of dust ahead. You can soon make out a group of 20 horsemen, so they would have probably been the ones on the road. They wheel their steeds towards you, and the drumming of their hoofs carries to you over the breeze. As they get nearer, you can see that this is a band of warrior women clad in chainmail and studded leather armor. Their faces look grim and unwelcoming as they wheel around you, forming a close circle. Their captain spurs her horse forward and tersely demands that, "What are you doing out here alone on the edge of the moor? Will you tell them about your quest? Say that you are from another world. Tell them that you are the last survivor of an ambushed caravan. Pretend that you are deaf and dumb. Demand
What?
they escort you to grey guilds on the moor."
Oh,
Right, what
I
do
don't
we
want to
do
be
there?
demanding, but I either think we say we're the last survivor, or maybe we should just pretend to be dumb, but then they might just kill us. Or they might ignore us.
It depends how much they hate. Well, are we always like a male character? Or does it ever leave it open? I think it's
I'm
usually a
assuming
male.
we're male.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if they're like, will just kill us for being a man.
Or maybe they'll take us for breeding.
Yeah. Oh, let's go. Should we try and demand?
Oh, we're gonna go straight there.
Or what would you do? I don't think pretending that we're deaf and dumb is a good option to choose.
Or tell them that we're the last survivor of an ambushed caravan.
Yeah, go on then. Let's try that.
Yeah.
Let's hold the page just in case.
as you let go of the page. So are we gonna go for that?
Yes. I feel like the moral person would probably choose that just to get some sympathy.
Where did the caravan come from? The spies of foreshadowing, perhaps, demands the captain of the patrol. Where will you say it came from? The spires, the city of the runes of doom, or Seracub?
What was Seracub again?
Seracub was something.
Right. Well, I feel like if we say the option that they just said, they're gonna think it's. I think it's probably a fake place.
Yeah.
The City of Runes of Doom.
Sounds like a bad place, but then they sound like bad people.
Yeah. But then again, if Seracub is like a good place and we've come from there with our wagon, then maybe we've been ambushed on the way. Should we just try Seracub?
Yeah, let's do it.
We're taking a risk. We should have remembered what that meant.
It must be a place then.
The captain nods and says, "We will escort you safely to Grey Guilds. These moors are well known for brigands. Perhaps you would like to ride behind Elvira here." She points you to one of the younger women. You thank her and accept a helping hand up. Thankful to rest your legs. Elvira does not seem too pleased at having to share her horse with you as you ride across the wilderness in silence. Turn to 268.
Just turning around.
I think we're about to get wedded to Elvira.
I hope so. And 268. I wish there was a picture.
They're gonna be like what the Khal Drogo people like, but like
Dothraki.
It's like the Dothraki, but we're like the their bitch.
I'm just thinking of is it The Simpsons? Oh no, Futurama. Death by Snoo Snoo.
I don't remember that.
You ride on into the late afternoon, moving from the wilderness to a grey and desolate moor. Ahead you can see the walls of a large city. This is where we needed to go, isn't it? A salute is given as you approach the huge arched gates in the fortified wall. The captain tells you to dismount and sends you on your way. Turn to 296. This is
too easy.
Yeah. Last words.
Well, I think anything is too easy after the ending of Caverns of the Snow Witch. You walk into the city along a street called Moorgate. Many of the buildings are grand. Built of light grey stone. The streets are crowded with a mixture of people shopping and young men and women carrying books and scrolls. Will you walk down a continuation of Moorgate called Store Street, or turn left into Smith Street?
Smith Street sounds better.
Yeah, should we probably check out the side street then? 303. Cassandra Peterson, Elvira. Is that like the Elvira from the movies?
So we're going to Store Street or Smith Street?
Smith Street, I think.
So we're branching off a bit.
Yes.
You stride down Smith Street. Next door to a tinker's shop, you see what appears to be an armourer's. Do you wish to go in or pass by?
Let's go in.
Let's
Why
go
not?
in. We might get side quests. 139.
Inside, working at an anvil, is a brawny man glistening with sweat. He is fashioning the hilt of a sword. Other finished swords stand in the rack along one side of the shop. Take your pick. 7 gold pieces, he says without looking up. You may buy one if you wish, or thank him and leave.
We've got a sword.
We check out what wares he's got.
Yeah, but 7 gold's like most of our money.
I know. I feel like we could probably pick one up. It just says, so if you pick a sword to buy one, it says you choose a sword which feels well balanced. It is a well crafted long sword similar to those used by the warrior women. You may restore the 2 skill points you lost if you had your sword taken.
Oh, we
Pay the man.
sword.
Okay, so that's something to keep an eye out if you die. Thank him and leave. 104. I don't think I've ever seen any of the Elvira films, to be fair. I've seen clips about it.
You continue on down Smith Street. There are no shops here, and the street is deserted except for a stooping, cowled figure who looks like a beggar. He comes up to you and suddenly draws himself up to his full height. Inside the cowl there is nothing, no face, just 2 glowing coals suspended in blackness. Your horror at this apparition turns to dread as it hisses in a Sibilant whisper. Did you think you could run from death? Give me the talisman. A black-gloved claw reaches out towards you. Do you say that you no longer have the talisman, or attack this thing immediately?
So it's either a Jawa from Star Wars or the Black Mage from Final Fantasy. What should we do? Attack it?
It's when our sword's not going to do anything. We
Well,
can try it.
He's not going to believe us if we say.
He's going to go okay and walk off.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, sorry, sir.
What do you think?
Well, yeah, maybe we should attack him then.
Let's do it then. Let's fight.
96.
He's got like
Hey, where's our flare things that we've got?
we've not had to use him yet. You catch it by surprise and strike a mighty blow. It hisses in rage and pain and comes at you with its claws. You must fight the minion of death. Each time it strikes you, it draws your life force, so you lose a skill point.
What?
As well as the normal stamina loss. Oh god.
What?
Minion of death. Here we go.
That's tricky.
I know. So.
Oh, he's only got 7 skill though.
That's true, but we could also get a bad dice roll. So.
Have you got a? Please tell me at
I've
least
got, like,
had the sense to get a minion of death picture.
I've got like a wraith.
Oh, that's good.
But I also. Dice. Yeah,
Thank
sorry about
you,
that.
Matt.
Thank you for letting us know. I think I clicked it while I was trying to reach for the dice box. Hopefully I wasn't muted for too long.
Oh, we've just lost another skill point.
Oh no.
We just restart this fight.
Nope.
Oh,
Maybe we'll have a chance to get it back if we
maybe
beat
we will
them.
die. And 2 stamina as well.
Oh god. This is brutal. You could literally go down to like skill 1 or something.
Well, now we're nearly even now. Oh no, we're gonna be even. Yeah.
15 plus
Yeah, he's beating us.
16. Oh my god. This is bad.
Now we are even.
I'm hoping you get this back. Okay.
Oh, yes.
10, 14 plus.
We beat him. Ooh.
Evens there, so it's even, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Come
There
on.
we go.
No!
What's that? 9. So they're
He's
all...
beating us.
Have they?
Yeah.
Ugh,
This is well tough.
I know.
We may be starting again already.
Oh well, at least we'll know. That's a loss, right?
Yep. And then each time you lose, it gets trickier.
This is pretty. Maybe like if he kills you, like it's like a vision or something.
Oh, we are getting so unlucky. There's no way we can beat him now. We're on like 4 against his 7.
It is
We can turn it around.
crazy.
Oh,
10,
think we're beaten.
15, 15 plus 9, 14. Right?
he's got 14.
Yeah, so we beat him.
Yes.
Should we do a luck roll? We might as well at this point.
Yeah, go on then.
So we just need to do luck roll.
Roll a 10 or less.
Okay, so we lose a luck point and we kill him.
Yes, because you can take an extra
Yes.
stamina point.
Jesus.
If you win, 10 to 175.
We're gonna have to buy 10 swords. Your last blow meets no resistance. The grey cloak billows to the ground in a heap. All is silent except for a sudden keening of the wind. You rest and begin to overcome the shock to your system. If you have lost any skill points, all but one are restored.
Yay!
So we're back up to 9.
Oh, 1999.
Oh, so an omen. Turn them upside down. Cautiously, you move on, coming to Silver Street, turn to 85.
So let's not go down Smith Street.
We don't get anything from it, no.
Only the sword, but if we play it how we played it, we won't lose ourselves.
We should maybe try and figure out what happens if you tell me you don't have a talisman as well.
He says okay, and bids
And
you
just
adieu.
leaves you.
Turning down Silver Street, you are startled by what sounds like men's voices whispering nearby. You soon realise that a trick of the wind is carrying their words through a broken piece of pipe, which connects a ramshackle house to an open drain. There are 3 of them, and it seems that they are planning to rob the jewellers.
Wait, these guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're on a few pages. Yeah, they are. They are planning to rob a jeweller's, which you can plainly see on the bend of Silver Street. There is a shabby staircase leading up to the house, and you creep towards it. Will you go up the staircase, walk quickly to the jeweller's, or ignore this and turn into Store Street? Should we go to the jeweller's?
Is that an option that we were going to do anyway if we skip past this place?
I'm not sure.
What's up the staircase then, the house?
Yeah.
Oh wait, so they're going to rob
They're
the
gonna,
jewelers?
yeah, so I'm saying, should we go and forewarn the
Oh yeah.
jeweler guy?
Yeah, let's try that. Yeah.
278.
Maybe we can prevent it.
Maybe he'll give us a skill point.
Yes. At least if we get a skill point, we can use it. Guilt-free. You enter the jeweler's. It seems to be curiously lacking in things of real value. The jeweler, a small man with a monocle, is just locking the large safe behind his counter. As he reaches out for the close sign before you have the chance to speak, 3 thieves you overheard burst into the shop, brandishing swords. Will you seek to get in with the thieves by capturing the jeweler, or leap to the jeweler's aid and attack the thieves?
Attack the thieves!
Yeah, 286.
I like the choice though.
Ooh.
2 of the thieves' thick-set bruisers in brown leather breeches turn to face you, while the third is a thin, weasel-faced man, and he goes for the jeweler. You must fight the 2 thieves together. If you kill one of the thieves, turn to 299. Oh, you only have to kill one of them. But they both
Okay.
will try and attack you at once.
Yeah, so should we attack the one that has less HP because it's even?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're fighting again. So, what have we got this time? No Wraith. I do have the thieves.
He's a
I do
burly
have a
man.
thief. I have 1 thief here.
He doesn't look very burly.
No, don't forget you can heal with provisions. Yeah,
Oh, yeah!
we can't do it in a battle though. So, so their skill is.
Which one? The one we're The one we're
Yeah,
gonna
let's say
attack.
the second one. Second thief.
He's got a skill 5 and stamina 6, but the other guy's got skill 6, stamina 7. So
Okay. Skill and stamina 6. So we're going to try and take this one out because we can kill him in 3 hits. So we roll and then we do them twice, right?
yeah,
Okay. So
yeah.
let's
So we
start.
roll. Should we roll ours first then when it's a
Yes.
double?
So that is
15.
15 for us. Thief
Yeah.
1.
Thief 1's skill is 6, so 9, 11.
So he's lost.
Yeah. So he doesn't attack us,
Mhm.
but now we need to roll to see if we attack Thief 2, which we
is
do.
an attack. So all we need to do is kill this one thief and it's all over.
Yeah.
So.
I was first.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
What's that?
17.
11, 17 for us. So they have to get a really high roll for this.
She didn't, so we defended against the first
Yeah.
one.
Thief number 2.
Oh!
9 plus 5.
14, so
14,
yeah.
So he's down to 2 now.
One more of those, please. Yeah, I don't
Nine,
think they
it's
can
9,
beat that,
18.
can
They can get one of them. The first one can get a 12 max. If they get a 12, they draw.
Right, so he's
Yeah. So the other one can't really win, I don't think.
Yeah.
So they're dead. We did it.
If you kill one of the thieves, turn to 299.
And there's 3 of them, though, isn't there? So.
Yeah.
With a shout of victory, the jeweler steps back from the fallen body of his assailant. A bloodied short sword in his hand, you are surprised that such a small old man is so skillful. Seeing this, your other opponent throws down his sword and runs out of the shop. You may pick up the thief's sword. The jeweler turns to you, his monocle swinging at the waist, and thanks you. He reaches behind the counter and hands you a leather pouch containing 10 gold pieces and a small velvet-covered box. Inside the box is a magnificent ruby. No one can call Olioil the jeweler a miser, he says. Scarcely giving your good fortune, you thank him and leave, gain 1 luck point.
Nice.
So we get our luck back to 10. We get 10 gold pieces. We go to 304.
We've got a ruby.
Yep.
What else did we get? 10 gold.
So we now have 20 gold and a ruby.
You continue down Silver Street, past the jeweller's, which is closed. We've just been there. And turn left into a tree-lined avenue called Booker's Walk. 2 very grand buildings.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Built of blocks of grey stone, stand on either side of the road. A group of young people in blue togas, escorted by a white-haired old man in pale blue robes, enters the building opposite. A flag showing books and scrolls is flying from the nearest building. It appears to be a library. Will you see what information the library has to offer, or investigate the other building to find out what the young people are doing?
Library.
Let's go to the library.
Yeah, I feel like some of these options in this are like
Go to the library.
very like they could actually have really different effects.
You see that drawing of that really hench bird?
No. Whoa.
Chunker.
That is the most roided up griffin thing I've ever seen.
Oh, should we maybe pop a couple of provisions?
Yeah,
Love
1
it.
second. 3, 4, 6. There we go. I'm on the right page. Yeah. So we've got 9 provisions. So if we, what do we need to get back to?
Should we
Let's just eat like 2
eat
or something.
2?
Yeah. So that gets us up by 8. So that'll take us to 17 stamina. And then we lose 1, 2.
3, 4, 5.
There we go. The entrance hall of the library is filled with desks which scribes are working, copying books and scrolls. Reclining on a plush window seat is a wrinkled old fellow in pale blue robes of a scholar. You feel out of place wearing armor in the quiet of the library, where the stillness is broken only by the scratching of pens. Welcome to the largest library in the Man March, says the sage. Choose any tome or scroll you may wish to peruse. Perhaps I may be of assistance. What is your field of study? Were you asked to read something about the gods, or asked to read something about the history of Grey Guilds?
Oh. God sounds more interesting.
Yeah.
Sounds like you disagree.
No. I think we might find out that the gods that we're like working for probably are not as good as they seem, so maybe we should just find out more about them.
Okay.
336.
Oh, we read Goosebumps instead.
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get some of the old Goosebumps Choose Your Own Adventure books.
Did they do them?
Yeah. They did one with like a little poodle on the front cover.
I don't remember them being Choose Your Own Adventures.
They were. There's like one about vampires and stuff. Maybe we should get them for a laugh.
Yeah, maybe. The sage directs you to the Book of the Gods, a large leather-bound tome, inlaid with gold leaf. Turning the gilt-edged pages, you realize the gods of Orb are many. You recognize a symbol on one of the pages as being the token borne by the warrior woman. Their goddess is Fel-Kirinla, sword mistress of the heavens.
Hey Miso, how you doing? You guys on? Yeah, we thought we'd try it on YouTube. Hopefully it's doing all right for you guys, and it's well, like, most of our viewers are on YouTube anyway, so hopefully it works out well.
Hope you're doing well, Miso. She is sworn to oppose Rockabil, the good god of paladins. To your excitement, you discover a reference to the talisman. Some believe that it can be used to command the undead minions of death.
Wish we had that.
That would have been helpful.
Cool.
Turning the page, you come to a reference to the All-Mother, nature herself, preserver of life, who cares for all. Then you see a bizarrely illustrated page dealing with Anakil, breaker of edifices, who spurns order. You are just learning of Avatar the One, essence of light, when you realise that it has grown dark while you were reading. You thank the sage and leave quickly, hoping to find a safe place to sleep.
Anything we need to write down on there? Glad you're doing okay, Miso.
Well, we've learnt that some believe that we can use a talisman to command the undead minions.
Yeah.
But nothing really. We just learnt some names of gods, haven't we?
We can always watch it back if we need to.
Yeah.
Have you decided whether you're going to fight in Fantasy Con yet or not? No, we haven't decided yet.
No, we need to see if we can afford it really.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
We've not got anything, we're not going anywhere, so if we've got the money, we probably will.
Yeah.
If we've got the money is the big thing.
Definitely. You leave the building and continue on down Booker's Walk. The streets are already deserted and there are few lights in this part of the city. You search for the welcoming light of an inn. Then, without warning, the steel teeth of a hidden man trap snap shut around your leg.
Hidden man
trap snap shut around your leg, ripping your flesh.
Ugh.
You are now in terrible pain, lose 2 stamina points. Shadowy figures loom out of the murk all around you. Their faces glow with a sickly pallor in the moonlight. They are wearing black robes clasped at the neck by shrunken human skulls. Do you still have the Talisman of Death? If you have, turn to 162. If you've not got it, so you can.
Where would we not have it?
I don't know. So
trade it for some snacks.
Possibly, that would be good right now. So turn to 162. I'll lose the stamina points.
Good job, we just ate.
I know. We've done like 7 right now.
We are the priesthood of death, says one of the figures. We have come for what is ours. Your arms are held and you are searched. The talisman is torn from you by their leader.
Oh no.
I thought we were going to use it against them.
Yeah, they just told us we could use it.
I have it, brothers, I have it, he exclaims in triumph. Now may our lord enter his kingdom. They cheer loudly, oblivious to the approach of a large group of riders. Stand, make no move, a woman's voice rings out. It is the watch. One of the priests mumbles an unholy incantation. You see a wave of fear break over the women and their steeds. Some cannot control their horses, others flee, but the bravest charge the priests with loud cries of battle. The priests are unprepared. Some are knocked to the ground, others make good their escape as silently as they came. The talisman falls to the ground, its bearer decapitated as he turns to flee.
Nice.
It is caught up by one of the watch, who announces her intention of taking it to the temple of Fel Curinla, which is their god.
Mm-hmm.
They wheel their horses and ride away, leaving you to rot. You have lost the talisman. Cursing bitterly, you resolve that if you escape, you will not rest until you have regained it.
Well, to be fair, we were given the talisman right at the beginning of the game. If we had it like the whole way through, it would have been a bit cheap.
But they weren't so nice to us before. Turn to 128.
Was this the women, was it?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll see you there. Okay, listen, now this book is rated. Oh, this book's rated one of the highest.
No way.
That's high praise for someone's first book in the series.
I haven't read anything about this book.
No, I haven't really. I just skimmed like the synopsis to see what it was, to get like pictures of the background and stuff, but even that was very vague. So you are left alone to wonder how the law keepers of the city could be so cruel as to leave the innocent person in such dire straits. You tear feverishly at this trap, terrified of some footpad slitting your throat for his own vile amusement. Soft footsteps approach. You look over your shoulder and see a man approaching. Here, he says, let me rescue you from this trap. He steps on the release catch, which has been out of your reach, and the trap springs open. You step free and he walks along your side. Have you a place to stay tonight? Perhaps you would like to sleep in my bed.
He does not say
You like to sleep in my humble abode, he asks, looking sideways at you. You are curious that he should be walking the streets alone at night, but you're also exhausted. You accept his offer and go home with him. or decline his offer.
Let's go home with
I want to
him.
figure out what he's going to
I
do.
want to see him.
There's no picture.
I know, but maybe there will be on the next page. Are we going home with him? Oh my!
Here we go. We're limp. We can't move, so
He's pouting.
he's chained us to his bed.
The man's house is a small stone bungalow. He leads you into his bedroom
Oh
and
no.
offers you a straw-filled mattress behind the curtain. Thankful for the chance to rest, you go to sleep without asking any questions. You sleep deeply and regain 4 stamina points.
Nice.
You wake to find that your host is sitting watching you. I hope
It was worth it for the health, right?
I hope you are well rested. You talked in your sleep. He smiles at you and says,
Do you remember anything from last night?
Do you need help? Has someone stolen something from you? I'm sure he did.
Something we can't mention.
How did you come to be trapped alone on the street late that night?
Such a handsome boy. Intellectual quandary. Hey guys, I finally managed to catch one alive. Hey, how you doing?
How's it going?
Yeah, we're streaming on YouTube for now, so hopefully you find it a lot easier.
If you want to tell him the whole story and ask him for advice, turn to 98.
If you like to call him daddy, go to page
Stop
3.
making this up. If you would prefer to say that you cannot answer, turn to 92. Oh, he's been so kind to us.
Yeah,
though.
but he's got a shifty look about
And
him.
he also has a skull on his table.
He's clearly Jeffrey Dahmer, so...
Wait, what else has he got in the room?
Been following your channel for quite a while and I hope you both well. Thank you, yeah, thanks for the support, and yeah, we're doing pretty well, thank you.
What do we do? He's been so nice to us.
Should we just tell him? Yeah, he's probably a bad guy, but...
He reminds me of who's the guy in Oblivion at the start.
Septim.
Is it Uriel? Is it Uriel?
One of
The
them.
guy that gets
old
you out the
guy.
prison.
Yeah.
He reminds me of that.
Patrick Stewart.
I don't know why. What should we do?
Should we just tell him and then at least we'll find out if he's evil or not?
He does look evil. He's got something in his eyes look evil.
But he's already had his way with us, so what else can he take from us?
Hopefully everything.
He's gonna take our golden apple. That's not an innuendo, is it? Tell him the whole story and ask for advice. 98.
If he believes it.
Okay, here we go. You tell him everything and he listens with growing amazement. He introduces himself as Apothecus, a sage of history.
Oh.
I have heard of the Talisman of Death. You must recover it at all costs. He suggests that you enlist the help of the Thieves Guild.
Nice.
As we just killed one of the thieves, so...
Doesn't matter.
As he doesn't think you can recapture it alone. It'll be in the Temple of Fel Carinula by now, I'll warrant. Orkana, the High Priestess, will be holding it there. Go to the Red Dragon Inn on the Street of the Seven Sins. It is dangerous, but you may make contact with the thieves there. He gives you a breakfast and the savoury pancakes.
Is it his savoury pancakes?
Yeah. And invites you to dinner that evening, saying that he will try to discover more to aid you. In the meantime, he says, take these. He hands you 5 pieces of gold. We're getting groomed so hard.
I know, but I like it.
He hands you 5 pieces of gold and a ring. We get married to him. It's a ring that increases your skill at arms. Add 1 to your skill score while wearing this ring.
Yes, back up to 10.
Yes. As you leave, he gives you a jade rose.
Is that a euphemism? Is it euphemism?
No, I think he's just generally giving us a rose because he's in love with us. When you return this evening, show this and I will know that you are not a shape changer. You thank him for his help and leave the bungalow. Will you go to the Red Dragon Inn or head for the temple? We might as well go to the inn.
I really like this man.
Yeah, he's very mischievous. He is Uriel Septim. So we now have, let me think, so we've got 25 gold. We've got a, what was it?
We've got a ring.
Ring. I'll just put +1
yeah.
skill.
Oh, it's the ring that increases our skill at arms.
Yep. And what else did we just get? A red rose or something? A rose?
A jade rose.
Jade rose? Is that a green rose?
Yeah. Maybe it's a rose made out of jade.
Yeah. So then we have skill 10 again.
Yay!
Here we go.
It's to increase our hand skill. That's
Yeah.
the way he's given it to him.
So when we get back to his house.
Yeah. So
Healthy.
we're gonna go to the Red Dragon Inn.
Yeah, sounds like a good place to be.
I'd go there.
Yeah. 57?
Yeah, maybe we can find some more old men.
We're gonna find a tooth fairy killer from Red Dragon. You take a side street which leads towards the Street of Seven Sins and are almost pushed aside by a couple of students in blue togas. They are quarrelling and begin fighting in front of you. It seems one of them disagrees violently with something the other has said. As they tussle, you notice that the angry young man has dropped the small brass tiger charm. Will you interrupt the quarrel and give the charm back, ignore them on your way, or pick up the charm?
I think we should give them the charm back.
Yeah.
Oh, they can thank us as students. Should we take the...
Let's risk it.
Oh, we do.
It better not be a curse.
Oh no, maybe it is. Maybe we should interrupt them and say, "Excuse me, you dropped your tiger."
Go on then. Let's try that. Let's try it.
You guys sound like you're pretty local, which is part of what you... Yeah, we're Northwest England as well.
Yeah. Where are you from?
Woo woo.
Intellectual.
So we're gonna interrupt the quarrel and give the charm back.
Yes.
Like good guys.
Yes. And then they'll probably try and stab us to death.
The angry young man turns to you, a puzzled expression on his face. He thanks you and says, "I don't know why we are quarrelling, really." Takes the charm from you and you walk on. Fortune will smile on you for being so honest.
Nice.
Gain 1 luck point.
Skills looks 11, isn't it? Or was it 10?
I think it was 11.
Yeah.
Soon afterwards you hear the fight breaking out again. "You're always making trouble," shouts the other man. You leave them to it. It must be the charm. It is. So they were arguing, they dropped the charm, and then they stopped arguing. And then we gave the charm back, and they were like, "Why were we quarreling?" And then
so
he
he
said,
thinks like a luck charm.
"No, it'll be a bad luck charm, probably." You leave them to it, turn to page 156. I feel like we're getting rewarded for being good in this book.
So far.
So far.
156?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. You come out into the Street of Seven Sins and soon find the Red Dragon Inn. Steps lead downwards from the sound of raucous laughter floats up from the smoke-filled gloom below. You enter and walk over to the only part of the dive where it is light enough to make anything out. Passing tables and stools, you come to the bar beside...
Are we passing stools?
Passing stools.
Right in the middle of the Red Dragon Inn?
We're making an entrance. You come to the bar. Behind you stands the bulky proprietor of the inn. Do you have the brass tiger charm?
Oh,
if you
bold.
do, maybe it's the opposite. If you've got it, maybe don't serve
Nah, I
it.
reckon we need it.
If you do, turn to 11. If you do not, turn to page 3.
So much for the inn.
So here's the dudes.
The
barman.
boys.
So page 3.
Getting rowdy.
You can just call me IQ. That's easier. They're my initials. I'm from Burnley. What about you? Understand? I understand if you don't want to say. Yeah, we're from like Lancashire area.
UK Games Expo next week. Where is it?
No, but that's where Ian Livingstone is, right? I think he goes there quite often. No, we don't have any events planned for this year.
You ask the barman for a mug of ale. While he pours you your drink, your eyes adjust to the gloom and you survey his customers. You have never seen a more disreputable bunch of villainous-looking cutthroats. The barman says that'll be a piece of gold. You hand over the money. As you replace your money pouch, a dozen pairs of eyes watch closely. The only one who doesn't watch is a stooped old man cleaning slops off an empty table. Will you talk to the barman, walk over to the old man, or approach 6 surly-looking men who look like thieves?
Right. Do you think that the old man cleaning up the slop is like the leader of the Thieves Guild and he's keeping his cover by listening in?
I don't know, but I feel like I can't imagine the 6 surly-looking men will just disappear. I feel like if we do one of the other things, maybe we should go over to the old man.
Yeah, let's try it.
It's always been good to us in these books.
Yeah, let's try it.
Maybe he's wearing
Yorkshire
up.
Unite. Lancashire Unite, let's go.
Oh, I'm originally from Yorkshire.
I'm from Cheshire as well, so we're not originally.
But Lancashire is where it's at.
Yeah. Walk us to the old man. 19. The toothless old man mutters at you. He tells you that his ale cellar is a dangerous place. Okay, let's not go
Who's
there.
that, the old man?
Yeah. Having given his warning, he shuffles fearfully away. Will you go back to the bar or go over to the table where the 6 burly men are sitting?
Ooh.
Should we talk to the barman?
Yeah, he might give us some advice. Which page?
88.
The barman says, "You're not like my usual customers. A rough lot comes in here most days. These fellows don't rely on charity for a crust, you know. Will you try to make friends and ask him... Pizza? Will you try to make friends and ask him how he keeps order, or ask him how they get their money? Do we ask him how he makes friends?"
Yeah.
119. So he might be like, oh, if you talk to him about this, and...
Yeah, I feel like they've probably got like a secret sort of like way of talking to people. I manage mostly, he says, but it puts me in mind of one time not so long ago where things really got out of hand. He goes on to tell you a story about Heimdall the Mighty. It seems Heimdall was one of the strongest and most unpleasant men to ever have swilled beer in the Red Dragon. One day, a stranger, Tutchev, accepted his invitation to a bout of arm wrestling. Heimdall lost for the first time in his life. He was furious and threatened awful reprisals that Tutchev ever returned. A few nights later, Tutchev did return and began methodically to insult Heimdall and two of his friends. In the inevitable fight which followed, Tutchev killed them all and carved his initials in Heimdall's forehead.
Brutal.
I know, he's cool though. He worships the god of insane chaos, Anarcho. And since then, none has dared gainsay him here. Even though they are all thieves and murderers, you decide that the time has come to introduce yourself to the thieves, and you walk over to the table, turn to 280.
I'm nervous.
I know.
Oh, it didn't offend at all, don't worry. I got out of there. Turn to 280. You can say that time is countries. It's all good. You introduce yourself to the motley group of villains. They do not reply. You persevere, saying that you only wish to speak to them for a few moments. One of them, whose face is marked by a jagged scar running from ear to chin, fixes you with a stare and grates, "We don't care for the law, so watch yourself. You could be dead before you knew we'd moved." Will you ask them the way to the Thieves Guild, say you need help with some unfinished business, or boldly retort that their threats don't scare you?
Right, I feel like they're wanting us to help out with this to get revenge on Tutchev, aren't they?
Is Tutchev evil though? He is, isn't he?
Yeah, because he's working for the god of chaos, so maybe they'll help us if we agree to take him out, even though he's
How
really
are we gonna
tough.
do that? Say we need
Unfinished
help.
business, yeah.
Okay.
If we need the Thieves Guild, I suppose that's what we need to do, right? They appear interested and offer you some ale. You accept a mug and do not drink. You suggest that in helping you, they might gain a great deal. They agree to meet you and tell you to come to the Thieves Guild at midday tomorrow,
Nice.
via the disguised coal hole on Hornbeam Road.
Nice.
You begin to chat to them, turn to 169.
169. The coal hole.
Yeah. Is it the corn hole?
Coal hole.
Oh.
Two newcomers enter the Red Dragon ale cellar. The first is a very tall, wiry man whose frame is draped in a black cloak. The only hint of colour is his hair, very curly and dyed bright corn yellow. The second is a handsome young woman dressed in a bizarre patchwork of armour. The barman mutters under his breath, then forces his face into a smile. "Tutchev, Cassandra, welcome," he shouts.
Is he Tutchev?
Yeah, I guess
With
it's
the corn hair?
He shouts obsequiously. The thieves move from you to sit at another table. Tutchev strolls to the bar and orders a drink. Cassandra sits opposite you at your table. She ignores you and Tutchev joins her. Will you say nothing, get up and leave the ale cellar, or introduce yourself?
Probably introduce ourselves.
Or
But
should we just say nothing?
actually, that might be a good idea. I have to say, you guys have a really good chemistry. It's a big part of what makes your content so awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. always good to get new people that we've not been able to speak to live as well. So
I'm just thinking like real life,
We're
I
trying to
would
show her a
say
badass,
I
aren't we?
would say nothing, because you wouldn't.
Yeah, you don't want to.
You go, oh hi,
Yeah.
would you?
Yeah. But I think this is a good time to leave it for part 1 because we have been going for a fair amount of time and we're getting to grips. And I think this is like a good time with like we've ended one quest line in like Skyrim and just started a new quest. Started properly, so I think we'll better leave it here. So this has been part 1 of Talisman of Death. I'm really enjoying this one so far. It seems like there's quite a lot of depth to the story in it.
Yeah,
And
I
all
feel
the
like you
different
could
options.
do loads of different stuff.
Yeah, so there's like, if we do die, we might try different things, but it seems like there's a lot of different ways of going about this game, and like you could have lost a talisman a few times at this point. So
This
Not
is
sure.
the image we're leaving it on. This
So-
is Cassandra, and that's Shupchev.
yeah, so he sounds like a badass. So we're gonna have to take him down at some point, I guess. So this is gonna be it for part 1. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed watching this live. If you've been watching it live on YouTube, and if it did work out well, do let us know in the comments if you thought it did. And we'll be back again with part 2 very soon.
See you guys.
See you later, Matt.